why has it become so much gaining mainstream attention? And then maybe, when you talk about the Generation Z, which is, the focus here is our Generation Z, which means that people were between 18 and 26, right? That's how the experts define that generation. Why? This, kind of matters to that generation more now.
See, the growing importance of cybersecurity and privacy is basically in past, I would rather term it that in past 5 years, it has been more extensive. People have been paying a lot of attention to it, and it has been drawing also a lot of attention to it because of several multiple factors. So what rather I would answer your question in relevance with, I would rather you have asked two simultaneous things, that why is it important? So I'll identify a factor, because there are multiple factors why it is so important. And I will also identify and also highlight a factor which is in relevance with the implications to the Gen Z. Because when you have identified specifically, and we are talking about Gen Z here in on this podcast very specifically, we will also do that implication mapping with that particular thing. Right. See, the very first thing is the digital transformation. So digital transformation in this world is doing at a rapid speed. After specifically in India, when you're talking about in Indian context, if you're talking about in India, the digital transformation has taken place after 2021, specifically after 2022, I would rather term it as, and it has rapidly grown. People have, government has, initiated a lot of processes in the banking processes, your financial processes, your daily transaction processes, everything. And because of the COVID, a lot of things have, there's a paradigm shift, basically, that people have started doing the things which they were not doing online. Now they're doing all those things online. I have seen a few of my companies wherein, they've closed down their offices and they've moved completely online. And till that particular day, they are still working online because they find that this is a suitable kind of an arrangement when everybody the Gen Z is also preferring this particular thing, that they also want to be into their environment, their domain, and still they want to work and they want to perform. So that is what this specific situation delivers. So they like it. The implication is basically that, it shares a considerable amount of personal information. So you have to be very careful. And while working under this digital transformation, if you are not very alert and if you are not building up the boundaries which you are supposed to do, you would probably face problems in near future or coming futures. So you have to be very alert on that. So that's the first implication. The first reason why it is so much expanded or loudly talked about. The second thing is that expansion of the data is too much. Everything is depending on data. Everything is depending on data. Everywhere, wherever you go, people talk about data. And that's the main reason why even the government also have to initiate a data privacy law. Very recently, DPDP, that is Digital Data Protection Law, which has been introduced by government in September 2023, is all talking about this, that if you collect the data, then you cannot share that data to others. And if you share it, there are fines which have been given provisions in that law up to 250 crores. So it's a very stringent law which is there. So expansion of data is basically one of the major reasons why cyber threats and with cybersecurity is becoming very popular. And the implications to Gen Z is, again, they are so much active on social media all the time. Right. They are active on social media. They are always active on one or the other online platforms. Now, their digital footprint is so extensive that raising concerns about their privacy and security is a very important thing, and which they need to learn. So this is a very important implication to them. So many third very major reasons is the reason is that because of the rapid digital transformation and so much of offering of the platforms even by the government and the private authorities doing financial transactions, and people have started already doing those things, like even a small some remote village in India is also doing a digital transaction with the help of digital enablement of, getting 5,000, 10,000 rupees by the help of the, processing through their other card, accessing their bank account wherever they are, So these kind of digital transformations have increased into cyber threats and cyber attacks. So because it has grown multifold, there is a major concern about it. And that is why it is talked more, the cybersecurity is talked more about.